Yeah,
Right.
featured image. Yeah.
So here's the thing about a featured image. If it's a page that you've already done, okay, it has this, like I tried to explain to everybody on Thursday, your system is made up of algorithms. It's made up of code. So the minute you hit publish, that code is set, and it's hard to change it unless you know how to go into code. So if it's a picture that you're modifying and it's already published, but it's a page you've never touched before, the first thing you do before you even start modifications is switch it to draft. That resets the code. Okay. If it's a page you've done before, you can still switch it to draft. Don't change the date or anything on it. And don't leave it in draft for more than a couple of minutes. If it's just something to change, because then it resets it to the point to where it looks like a brand new page, and you don't ever want it to do that, especially if you've advertised to it. So at the bottom, right up underneath your permalink, you have this thing called featured image. And when you click on it, you get to select an image that you want to represent your page. So, and what it is whenever you advertise that page or that link, that picture follows that page. And you always want to make sure it's a picture that's relevant to your content. However, it does have specifications. So when you go to actually add the image, it will tell you, hey, if you're going to Facebook, these are the image requirements that you need. If it's going to Instagram, these are the image requirements it's need. So I always try to make sure that when I get a picture, it's the biggest one it has, so it can fit any criteria that I post it to. And then you want to save it. That's why I use Canva. Canva allows me to go in and select my social media platforms. So when I go into Canva and I want to create something, it tells me, you know, what do I want to create? If I go to social media, it has all my social media platforms that I can use. Instagram's the biggest one. So if I use an Instagram post, then I know it's good on all my social medias, but it's not good on my advertising. Advertising, like for US net ads, it can only be 800 pixels, which is really small, which is about the size of a business card or a logo card. So I have to go in and resize it. What is it, little man? He's seen his bottle.
Sheila, on these, does this work with your the free one, the free canvas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The only thing with the difference between the paid and the free is some of the features that you have, but all of the templates, most of the templates you have are they're free. But like some of the designs is what you would have to pay for to get the upgrade or the pro service.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then once you can download, but you can when you hit featured image, like I'm gonna sit here and hit replace. Then it pulls up your media library. So you can use any image in your media library to house that and change it up. So what did I just do? Biohacking. So I'd have to know it was, and you always want to use a good Blue Scorpion. So do I have another one for Blue Scorpion? I don't think I've played with Blue Scorpion for a while. So, but just say I'm gonna just repick this one. So I will choose this and it will tell me my size dimensions that's here. And then I will set it as my featured image. And then I will hit my update. Okay. And then you go down to your meta description and that'll be the picture that follows your information everywhere. Okay. So when I go to post this on Google, this is how it shows up on Google.
But you can't use, it has to be a picture from your media library. It can't be one that you've got in a documents file.
You can download any image to your media library and use it. Yeah, okay. Just like you do in your pages. If you have a picture that you want to use for that, then yeah, you can go in and you can download that image. Just like
the only way I thought I could get it in my media library was to use it in a page. No, I know that happens. How do I actually just throw one in there?
All right, I'm getting ready to show you. So I'm going to go to my page. The that I did. Actually, I'm going to go to post. And because that's what I did on Thursday, was show you how the difference between post and page. So I did one on general health. And I'm going to go to edit. And I have no images on here at all. I'm still in the process of gathering some information I want to put in there. So I'm going to do an image. And it's not an image that I have here yet. The image I have, I'm not going to use it. But I do know I need to go into Canva and fix it real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have gotten so many hits on this picture right here. It's just unbelievable. And but they keep telling me I don't have a link. So I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I just put scan here, but I didn't put my link for my page. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my link for my page.
It's that man you used.
It is. Y'all remember I said he was yummy. He was. He's turning out to be very yummy.
Okay, we need to record this one.
Yep, it's recording.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put my link in it.
Censored.
I think beards are becoming the in thing. My son's walking around with one. I'm going,
I
well,
saw that the other day. One of my friends actually got promoted in his job. So I took him some Chick-fil-A yesterday to the group, and his wife was there, and I hadn't seen him in a while, but she had seen it. She said, oh, he's got promoted to corporate. I want you to come here. And I was like, okay. And he had the face mask on, because we all have to wear the face mask. He took it off and he had a full beard. And I was like, what? I almost didn't recognize him. And he's like, I know. And his wife just looked at me. She's like, tell him to get rid of it. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing to him.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna make this a little bit more presentable, because I don't want it to take away from the picture, because that picture has really, really got me a lot of traffic. And I'm just going to make it. Actually, I want to make this a bit smaller. Okay. All right. So, and then I'm just going to download it again. And I created a folder for QR codes, and I'm going to put this in my QR codes.
Yeah, something else that I'm like totally lost in. I'm not even going to worry about that stuff. I'm doing, trying to stay on task.
Exactly. Because you can get lost. And like I said, this is one of my rabbit holes, and I haven't been in it this week, I don't think.
No, she said this week.
Yeah, I think it's this week.
I think it's already Saturday, so.
Yeah, and I want to replace it because I'm doing a totally different one. All right, Domain. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this page right here, and I'm going to do a featured image. Now, I don't have any images in here, and I'm going to click Set Featured Image. Okay. And I don't have it in my library, so I'm going to upload it. And I don't suggest you uploading a bunch of pictures if you're not going to use them. That's the one thing, is you want to make sure that whatever you have, you are going to use it, because if not, it just takes up space in your media library. And I'm just going to click on this image, and I'm going to assign this picture an alternative text. I'm typing one-handed.
Let him help.
Oh no,
I wonder what it would say.
He loves to bang on my computer.
All kids do.
Yep. So you see this right here is a 500 by 500. So it may be too small, which is okay. We'll find out here in a minute. So I'm going to hit this and set it as my featured image. And you can see right now it didn't take up all the space, but I'm going to go ahead and hit update.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. It may be a bad thing. So we're going to see. But see, there's my image now. It's going to show up. So now what I want to do is see if it's going to show up on my Google. So I am going to type in my Google. What was it, general?
General
to just-
health and
I think that's what it was.
general health.
See, that's gonna bring up my, I don't want to do that. It's probably not going to show up. Because it hasn't been out there long enough to index. All right, so general health care concerns. It's going to pull up my page. Sorry. And it's in draft. I gotta update it. So, but that's the
It
thing.
looks
Is
good
going
in that square though.
So if I go in and do my permalink, and this is another thing, when you go to get your permalink, don't highlight it and copy it. Just hover over it and right click it and copy link address. Because if you hover over it and copy it, it's going to put a quote at the end of it that says open a new tab. And then your link
That's what I
doesn't work.
did yesterday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, your link doesn't work.
So
I would
hover
go
and hit right click and copy link.
copy link. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see if this works. So if I come here and hit this, it should pull up my page, and let's see. Yep, so there it goes. So that's how my page gets displayed now.
So if somebody scans with their phone that code, it takes them to buy.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Yep.
No wonder everybody was getting so excited.
So yeah, and you can set that code up to basically do anything. You can send it to go to this page if I wanted to. I can set up that code to go specifically to Sephora, to my website. So again, it just depends on where you want it to go.
Can it be scanned more than one time by the same person?
Yep.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome. So yeah, and you want to do a featured image, and then when I come in here and add images, the other thing is that picture, once I publish it, and I go and look at my actual preview, that picture is going to be at the very top. Oh, goodness, sorry about that. So now, and because this is a post, you see everything is on the opposite side, which is the way it's going to show up on their device, because it is a post and not a page. So, because we do have response magic to show up on the left side, not the right side. So a lot of people was asking about that. So when they see it out there on their device on a home page, this is how it shows up. Okay. So your featured image is always going to be at the top, whenever you select one, and you'll be good to go. Okay. But every page, if you don't have a selected feature image, then what Google will do, and Facebook and any of the places you post, they will assign an image that fits their criteria. And it might not be the image you want to represent your page, especially for a home page, a home post. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else we got?